it working? Okay. I think it's working now. My computer was being a bit wonky. Good morning. Happy to see some of you here. It's January 18th already. We're over halfway through this month of January, and it's already been a bit of a crazy month. This past week was a rough one, but it was a week, and I'm very glad it's over. And now we're starting another week, which is also going to be a bit of a crazy one. But I have my tea, so we're all good. Today I have lemon black tea. I had to think for a minute what it was called. I don't know if that's the real name. There's a link for it at the links in the description because I don't remember the name. But it's good tea. It's very good lemon tea. Yeah. Welcome to Tea Time with me when I am just here. My brain is kind of half all over the place because I have so much stuff going on. But that's why I have a planner. And yeah, this week is another one that's got a lot of things going on. Okay, feast days this week. There's not a whole ton, but there are some. It's Pope St. Fabian and St. Sebastian. So those are great ones to tell kids about because Wednesday is our RE time with our religious ed kids. And I'll probably tell them the story of St. Sebastian because we've been reading 2 saint stories each at the end of each class because I teach the confirmation and first communion prep. And so we're introducing them to different saints so they can pick a saint for their confirmation name. Thursday is Saint Agnes. Friday is typically St. Vincent, but in the US, I believe they pushed that one to the 23rd as well with St. Mary Ann Cope on Saturday because Friday is World Day or Day for Prayer for the Legal Protection of the Unborn, something or other. It's this really long thing that basically is just Roe v. Wade Day, March for Life, which is, I believe, virtual this year. This coming Sunday is the 3rd Sunday of Ordinary Time, also the Feast of St. Francis de Sales. And then a week from today is the conversion of St. Paul. Wow, like there's some good ones in there. I love St. Agnes. Her story is absolutely beautiful. So just thinking about it, like she was a martyr in the early church for her faith and for being a consecrated virgin and refusing to give that up. And so she's really a lovely inspiration there. Trying to think what else is going on this week. Oh, this week on Friday, I have my doctor appointment and yay, doctors. But I will be in one of our bigger cities in Montana and they have a wig shop. So I made a reservation or an appointment or a consultation appointment to see, because I just have been struggling with the whole hair loss thing and the whole, I don't feel normal and pretty, even though that's really not something I should be worrying about. It's a very emotional thing and it's just very much, I want to know what my options are. Sorry, I'm sipping my tea as we talk. So I don't really know what I'm going to do because it seems like my hair isn't going to come back the way it was. So it's trying to figure out how to deal with that and how to, because I don't feel comfortable just walking around with super short cut hair with definite balding spots that don't look very nice. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that. Because I'm in middle of nowhere, Montana. There aren't very many people who wear scarves or stuff on their heads. So it's very uncommon. And while I don't necessarily mind that, but some people are not very comfortable with it. And so I'm considering a possibility of getting a wig. But the problem is good wigs are quite expensive and I don't even know what to look for. So that's why I'm going to have a consultation on Friday and we'll see if it's something that I am able to or want to go forward with. I don't know. And at this point, it's definitely not something I can afford. So it would be something I would have to ask my parents to buy for me, which is not something I particularly want to do. or put it on a birthday list or something, but it's not likely. Even if I figure out that I would feel comfortable in a wig, I can't afford a wig. So I don't know what my plans are going to be really, but I have a consultation just to see what I think. So there may be some photos if I get to try on some wigs or whatnot. I may put some photos on Twitter or Instagram on Friday if you are around. Maybe it'll just be like Instagram stories or something, just so I can see opinions on things while I try to figure out what I want to do. So like navigating hair loss is not easy when you're a younger lady, and hair is so much a part of how we see women and beauty and all of this. And it's just been an adjustment to realize that I guess I always saw my hair as something that was always there. And now that it's not, it's been a bit of an adjustment, and just learning to deal with all of that and learning how to process it. It really is a grieving process when things change, and it's just something I'm slowly working through. Some days are better than others, and some days it just gets really emotional, but that's kind of where I've been. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen some of my emotional posts of just like, I just can't deal with it some days. It just gets very hard sometimes to stay positive and to see that there's any sort of good in it, really. Like, but it's just so weird. It's very complicated and confusing, and I just don't know what to do. And I just sometimes want to feel normal and pretty again. So that's that. What else did I have to tell all you people today? Yeah, we're in the second week of ordinary time, which is kind of crazy to me to think about that. But that's where we are. Yeah, next week this will be again at the same time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And then on Monday, the following Monday, February 1st, I don't know what time it will be because I will not be here. I will not be in Montana that day. Hopefully I will be in Florida. We will see. That's the day I fly home from Florida. So we will see what happens with things and stuff. If I even end up going to Florida, who knows at this point? Like, there's so many variables. I'm hoping I get to go, but if I do go, this time maybe earlier by an hour or two or something like that, because it would be an Eastern time, and I don't know. My brain doesn't know things. It's Monday and I'm only somewhat here apparently. Morning, Christopher and Stephanie. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it's just been a week of processing, dealing with things. Even just looking back at the week I've had, it's just been a lot of little things and a lot of things I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with. And one thing I just thought of that I need to write on my list so I don't forget it today. Thank you for letting me just write this down. There we go. Hello, Gabrielle. Nice to see you too. Yeah, it's just been it feels like it's just been a week, and just realizing that life doesn't always go the way you want it to go. But hey, I'm processing as best I can. The other thing that I kind of thought about talking about today was talking to, was it a friend or was it just online or something? We were talking about what love really means. And that's a big word. And it really just something that was sticking with me from this conversation that I wanted to share with all of you is that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. Because indifference is when you don't care what happens to a person. And love is when you care what happens to them and you want what's best for them. So the opposite of wanting what's best for someone is just not caring what they do, even if it's bad for them. And this just came up in a conversation that I had because it was about, in our country, we're told, well, don't you love people to like let them do what they want? But that's not love. That's indifference, which is letting people do things that we know are bad for them. even if it just gets tricky because, but love, just in general, like love people. But the opposite of love is not hate. Hate is actually closer to love than we think sometimes. It's easy to go between the two. It's having strong things either way, but like the opposite of love is just not caring at all what happens to somebody. Um, not, so it's just, that was one thing that just stuck with me from that conversation is like, am I loving people or am I indifferent to people? Because sometimes it's easy to be indifferent to the people, some of the people in our life, because we just, one way or another, it doesn't affect us. So we just decide we're not going to care about it. But that means we're not loving them the way the Lord has called us to love everybody. So it's just been something I've been pondering these last couple days is just, am I really loving people in my life or am I indifferent to the people that I meet? And if I'm indifferent to them, how can I love them? Because I don't want to be indifferent to people. I want what's best for people. I want everybody to be able to get to heaven. And that's really what it is. It's like, I want what's best for people. I don't want to not care about people. It's just, and that's what I was just really, just been something I've been thinking about and processing and just really thinking that like, am I interacting with the people that I meet, even just like the people at the grocery store, which might not be a good example because I live in the middle of nowhere and I know them all. But like when I go to like the city, like I'm going to go on Friday, like do I care about the people I interact with or am I indifferent to them? And if I'm indifferent, that's not what the Lord called us to do, to love and to care for our brothers and sisters and to like love our neighbor no matter what. It's not, I shouldn't just feel indifferent that they can do whatever they want. I should want them to do what's best. It's just something I've been processing and thinking about, and I'm processing it more as I'm saying it. Okay, Stephanie said she's thought of something similar this morning, so at least I'm not alone. Like, it's just, love is hard sometimes, especially when sometimes our society and our culture sees love in one way, and the only love is like a romantic love or a paternal love or something, but that's not the only love. There's friendship love that's a different, it's relating to people. It's wanting what's best for people really is what love is. And like, we want to love like Jesus loves, and Jesus doesn't feel indifferent to people. He loves them and wants what's best for them. No matter what they've done or what they're going to be doing, he wants what's best for them. And he doesn't feel indifferent to people, I don't think. Like, he really is love. And that's something that we've been working on, trying to think about. Okay, Gabrielle, why I have a veil on? I have a scarf on because I'm suffering from hair loss, and it's a really big, long thing. And I'm better at processing it than others. And I don't feel comfortable going out without something on my head because I hate the way it looks. I hate looking in the mirror right now because my hair is not there. And this is my way of dealing with it right now. I don't have the money for a wig, though I will be having a wig consultation this week, and we'll see what goes from there. But hair loss sucks. Yeah. Anyway, we had a snowstorm here last night. It snowed quite a bit. It was very windy, and internet was kind of freaking out a little bit last night. So that was not fun, but like, it seems like things are back today. That's why I was kind of worried. My computer was slow this morning trying to get back onto connecting to things and being where things need to be. Let me finish up my tea now. I've really been loving different teas. I've been trying a bunch of different ones, and tea's good. So yeah, we had snow last night. So there's a lot of snow outside. I already shoveled a little bit this morning for my parents' dog. She wanted to go run in the snow. It's one of her favorite things, is jumping through the snow. So it's light, fluffy snow. So she had a absolute ball. Dominic might get to go out in the snow later today. Right now, he's laying over there on a bath towel, actually. he's curled up and just, taking his nap because he was already running around like crazy this morning. Maybe later this afternoon, I'll put him in the harness and take him outside for a little bit. He loves snow. And we're pretty sure he's at least partly, if not mostly, Maine Coon. So he's definitely got the coat to deal with the snow. And he's got the cute little tufts, extra tufts of fur between his little toesies. And it's so cute. And I would totally show you, but he's sleeping over there. And I don't really want to distract him while he's actually napping for once, because he's just adorable. He's getting so big, though. Like, it's amazing. Definitely going to miss him if I do end up going on my long weekend trip at the end of the month. But we'll see what happens with all that. Who knows what's going on in the world. Trying to look ahead. All of the things I have in my planner. I don't even have my February in here yet, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing with all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just been a day, a week, a year almost, you could say. It's only like the first month. It's going to be an interesting year, but that's okay. I just have to keep remembering hope was the virtue word that I prayed about and ended up picking this year for my year. So it's like hope. And so that's the best I can do, is just keep on hoping and praying and thinking that we'll get through this at some point. At some point things will get easier, right? That's my goal. I just want things to be easy and normal. But that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So we'll see. Just trying to think. There was something else I was going to share with you all, and I can't remember it now. It'll probably come to me as soon as I end the live stream. I'll be like, oh, that's what I was going to tell them. But I can't remember it right now. It was something about something or something, lots of something. Obviously not very important if I forgot about it. So yeah, that's that. We are still in January. So Father Mike Schmitz is doing the Bible in a year with a podcast where he's reading a bit of it every day. And today is day 18. I think I am still behind. I think I'm on day 16. So it's not too late to catch up if you'd like. I believe I have links for all of that. In the description, there's a link to all the links that have that. There's a Discord server for that some of my friends convinced me to start so that we could have some accountability. But even with that accountability, I'm still apparently behind. And that happens. I knew I wasn't going to be on top of it every day, all day, all the time, all year long. But I'm doing my best. But I've really been enjoying the Father Mike Schmitz Bible in a Year with Ascension Press, the podcast, because he's going through reading the scripture that was decided for that day and then talking about it. And I love hearing his insights. It's nice to hear somebody else talk about some of the stuff that's in the scriptures and how it could relate to us and what's going on. And it's just been very good for me. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning as I'm talking to you. Apparently, I did not have enough tea this morning with caffeine in it. That was only cup number 2 that I just finished. So yeah, might need to make more tea, but that's okay. I can totally make more tea. I have a lot of tea. Yeah, Bible in a Year. It's great. I will probably, hopefully, try to catch up on some of that reading today. Today is my laundry day, so I'm doing all the laundry because I fail at remembering to do laundry every week. Yeah, laundry. One of not my favorite things to do, but hey, it works. Got to get it done because you need clean clothes. What else was there? There was something else I was going to share. It'll come to me eventually. And then maybe I'll write it down and actually share it next week. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning again. Sorry. Oh, I don't mean to make you all as tired as I am this morning. Apparently it's been an exhausting day for me already. Even though I'm just here. Anyway, if I can't remember what I'm going to share with you, I don't think it pays for me to sit here and go, I can't remember it. So I'm going to end this live stream and I will see you all next week at the same time, same place, all of that. If you have questions, comments, things you'd like me to discuss, I kind of was going to try to make some of these live streams theme based, but like this month has been crazy for me. So there will be a Lenten themed stream before Lent so that we can prepare for Lent together. That one might be a bit longer because I'll have more notes written instead of just talking to you all. Yeah, I will see you all next week. God bless.